In the previous lecture, we have already seen the flow chart of phylum Chordata. Okay, and we know that in this phylum we are going to study up to the class. Okay, that means from phylum Chordata we are going to see the subphylums, then division, then superclass, and finally up to the class. That all stages we are going to study in this phylum Chordata. Now generally phylum Chordata having the animals, there is a presence of notochord in their body. Presence of notochord is nothing but the characteristic feature of phylum Chordata. Now that phylum Chordata is divisible or divided into majorly three subphylums. Okay, so there are three subphylums majorly called as Urochordata, Cephalochordata and Vertebrata. That means subphylum Urochordata, subphylum Cephalochordata and subphylum Vertebrata. Why these three subphylums are there and why the phylum Chordata is divided into three subphylums? Okay, there is a presence of presence of notochord, but in which life stage the notochord is present or how the notochord is present, according to which there are three subphylums. The subphylum Urochordata is nothing but the animals in which there is a presence of notochord in the tail of larval stage only. That means the animals included under the Urochordata, in their body, only in the tail region of the larval stage, the notochord is present. That's why these are called as Urochordata. Okay, they are exclusively marine. That means they are present in the sea water or marine water. Their body is soft, and this soft body is covered by a tunic which is made up of tunicin. Now, the body is covered by tunic. That's why these animals are also called as tunicates. And that tunic, it is made up of tunicin. Okay. And this notochord, it is lost during the metamorphosis. Metamorphosis means there is change in their body structure and disappearance of lot of structures. That means in the metamorphosis, there is a degeneration of tail takes place, and along with that tail, the notochord is also going to be lost. So notochord is lost during the metamorphosis in the Urochordata. Okay, and for the respiration, they are having gill slits in the pharynx. Okay, that means they are having gill slits for the respiration. In the animals of Urochordata, the circulatory system is of closed type. That means blood cannot flow in the cavity. It is passed through the arteries and veins. Okay, so it is called as closed type of circulatory system. Then the development in case of these animals is indirect. That means they are developed by the larval stages or other steps. So it is indirect development is there. The examples of these subphylums are Herdmania, Salpa, Doliolum. Okay, these are some of the examples of the subphylum Urochordata. This is the first subphylum. Then coming to the second subphylum, that is called as Cephalochordata. Okay, subphylum Cephalochordata. Now, how they are differentiated? The animals of subphylum Cephalochordata are having presence of notochord throughout the entire body parts, and it is for the lifetime of that organism. That means in the animals of Cephalochordata, the notochord is present in the entire body from head to the foot. Okay, in entire body it is present, and it is present for their life lifetime, that means from their birth to death, the notochord is present. That is the characteristic feature of Subphylum Cephalochordata. Okay, they are also exclusively marine, that means they live in the sea water or marine water. Okay, their body is a small fish like up to 5 centimeter length, and these are called as lanceolate. Okay, the example of Subphylum Cephalochordata is nothing but branchiostoma, or we can call as amphioxus. Its diagram, its labeled diagram is shown on your screen. You can see their structure. It just like that of the fish. Okay, they are having caudal fin also, and these are called as lanceolates. Okay, they are partly buried into the marine sediments. Okay, so they are buried in the marine sediments, and as I earlier told that notochord present throughout the entire body part and for the lifetime of that organism. There is a presence of post-anal tail. You can see in the diagram, post-anus is there, and behind the anus there is a presence of tail, that is called as caudal tail, that is called as post-anal tail. Okay, in these animals also circulatory system is of closed type, and special characteristic of this subphylum is the blood of this animal is without pigments. Okay, this is about the subphylum Cephalochordata. Now coming to the third subphylum, that is called as Subphylum Vertebrata. Now this is very special type of subphylum. Okay, and it is broad. They are having variety of animals. Okay, in the Vertebrata subphylum, the notochord is replaced by cartilaginous or bony vertebral column. Okay, that is the special characteristics. Now notochord is there at least for the embryonic condition, but after their growth and during the time of the growth, that notochord it is going to replaced by the cartilaginous or bony vertebral column. Okay, in the vertebrates. And the subphylum Vertebrata having animals, these are called as vertebrates. Okay, as I earlier said that this subphylum is very broad and having variety of animals. So that's why these subphylum Vertebrata is again divided into two divisions. Okay, now there are two divisions in the Vertebrata subphylum. One is the Agnathostomata and second one is the Gnathostomata. Agnathostomata means the animals which are jawless. There is an absence of jaw in these animals. And Gnathostomata or Gnathostomes means animals having jaws. So according to presence or absence of jaws, the animals are going to divide into division Agnathostomata and Gnathostomata. Okay, we will see both the Gnathostomata and Agnathostomata. First we will see the division Agnathostomata. Okay, in the division Agnathostomata, that is they are jawless animals, absence of jaw in these animals. These are most primitive jawless vertebrates. Obviously they are vertebrates because there is a presence of notochord. They are jawless, that's why they are called as Agnathostomata, but they are primitive jawless vertebrates. That means they are the first jawless animals, okay, included under the Agnathostomata. In this division Agnathostomata, only one class is there of these jawless vertebrates, that is called as class Cyclostomata. Okay, because very few animals are included under the Agnathostomata division. That's why only one class is there, that is called as Cyclostomata. Now talking about the Cyclostomata or cyclostomes. Cyclostomes are jawless and eel-like body. Okay, Now first we will see the examples of agnathostomata. Petromyzon is the one example, that is we can call it as simply lamprey, and second one is the myxine. There is a one picture of lamprey on your screen, that is called as petromyzon. Okay, and myxine is the another example. Now these animals are having eel-like body. Eel-like means eel fish. Okay, you may know the eel fish. It is a slender body, just like that of this lamprey. So it is eel-like body and jawless. Absent of jaw is there. The skin of these animals are without scales. Okay, you can see on the diagram there is absence of scales. Okay, soft body and smooth. Okay, containing unicellular mucus glands. Now these mucus glands can secrete mucus so that their body is having mucousy secretions on their body. Okay, so moist body is there in the animals of division agnathostomata, that is in the cyclostomes. Okay, these are ectoparasitic animals. Ectoparasitic means they are living on the body surface of the host body. Okay, that's why they are having sucking and circular type of mouth. You can see the picture on your screen. The mouth structure is there. Diagram of mouth is shown is there. Detail the mouth structure is there of petromyzon, where they are having circular mouth and they are having suckers. Okay, in their mouth. Okay, so by using these suckers they are holding the body of the host. Okay, so that is the characteristic feature of the cyclostome. Okay, then the vertebral column and the cranium, it is made up of cartilage. So obviously these are vertebrates, so vertebral column is there, and cranium, that is envelope of brain, that is called as cranium. This is made up of a cartilage. Okay, the special characteristic is there is a lack of stomach in the digestive system. Now understand that there is a sucking type of mouth part, so that they are sucking the blood of the host. So in blood there are already the nutrient material is there, nutritive material is there. So the digestive system need not to be digest any type of food. They are only need to suck the blood and absorb the nutritive material. So there is a lack of stomach is there. So there are gill slits for the respiration. In these animals also there is a presence of gill slits for the respiration. Generally 6 to 15 pairs of gill slits are there for the respiration. The special characteristic feature is the heart is two-chambered. Okay, in these agnathostomata animals, the heart is two-chambered. In that two chambers, one is auricle and one is ventricle. So single circulation is there in these animals. Then talking about the reproduction, the fertilization is external in these animals. That means the egg and sperms or male and female gamete fertilize externally out of the body, so called as external fertilization. The gonad is single and without gonoduct. Okay, and special characteristic of these agnathostomata animals, they are anadromous. Now anadromous is what it is, very interesting characteristic feature. They are anadromous. That means during the time of the egg laying they are going to fresh water. Their actual nature is in the marine water. They are exclusively marine. But at the time of the egg laying they are going to fresh water and lay their eggs, and after some time they are going to die. So this characteristic feature is called as anadromous nature. For the egg laying they are migrating to the fresh water and then come back, and after some time they are going to die. Okay, this is the characteristic feature of the division agnatostomata, or we can call it as class cyclostome. So this is about the subphylum vertebrata, and that is about division agnatostomata. Now there is also presence of second division, that is called as gnathostomata. That means they are characterized by presence of jaws. Okay, surrounding to the mouth there is a presence of jaws, and animals which are having jaws, these are included under the division gnathostomata. The mouth is surrounded by the jaws. These division gnathostomata is again divided into two superclasses. Now there is a presence of superclasses. There are mainly two superclasses. One is the Pisces and second one is the Tetrapoda. Why it is divided? Why it is divided into Pisces and Tetrapoda? According to their limbs. Okay, how their limbs are, accordingly they are divided. The animals which are having fins, okay, these are called as Pisces. These are under the superclass Pisces. That is the one of the superclass. The Pisces are having fins. Okay, and superclass Tetrapoda animals in this superclass are characterized by presence of four limbs. Okay, presence of four limbs. Four limbs are there for their locomotion in the tetrapod. So according to their locomotory organs, the animals are divided into two superclasses, Pisces and Tetrapoda. So this is about the division Agnatostomata. We are going to see superclass Pisces and Tetrapoda. Again, in that superclasses there are some subclasses. There are some classes are there. In the Pisces there are two classes, and in the Tetrapoda there are four subclasses are there. We are going to see each and every classes separately. Okay, so in the next lecture we will start with the superclass Pisces. Okay, thank you.